Hello, kings and queens. Welcome to you guys' timeless Pickacard. For this Pickacard, we are going to take a look at your next 72 hours. What can you expect? What is coming towards you? We are going to take a look at it. But before we do that, let me first start with gratitude. I want to thank each and every one of you for being with me on this reading. If you are new to the channel, hi, welcome. Welcome to the part of YouTube where we have fun, we kiki and all of that, but we also know how to bring it to you straightforward with, the truth without putting always a ribbon on it. So, yeah. And if you're already part of the tribe, then hi, kings and queens. Welcome back. Thankful that you are here. Thankful that all of you are here. I also want to mention that I do have a Patreon, so if you would like to support me on my spiritual journey, you can join my Patreon. If you wish to remain on YouTube, you can become a YouTube member, and in that way you are supporting me with my craft, my spiritual journey, and you get forex change, exclusive content, and bonus reading. So I thank you, for doing that if it's possible for you. Now, that being said, let's go for your pile because that is why you're here. For your first pile, you have the Elemental Tarot, Elemental Power Tarot. And for that one, you have this citrine crystal as your pile. Oh, my hand is dirty because I just grabbed a, how do you say, not sage? Sage. The one with the stick. Incense. Yeah, I was busy with incense. So, yeah, that is why. So, for the second pile, you have the Cozy Witch Tarot. And for that one, you have the Aragonite as your crystal. And then for the third pile, you have the Sacred Beast Tarot. And for that one, you have the Green Tourmaline as your crystal. Now, I will give you guys 30 seconds to breathe in, breathe out, choose your pile. You will hear 3 high-pitched notes just to oomph you up. And I will see you at the pile or piles that you have chosen. Timestamps are down below. So, pile 1, you have chosen the Elemental Tarot together with the Christine. The Elemental Power Tarot together with the honey, what is it? Citrine. The citrine as your crystal. So yeah, let's take a look. Let's see what it is that you can expect for the upcoming 72 hours. I will not take these cards in reverse. Also, if you hear in a distance drilling sounds, it's because my neighbors are busy drilling something. So yeah, keep that in mind. If it bothers you, I'm sorry, but yeah. Let's see. I asked my guides, your guides, all that has the best interest for us, Hamtanan, to let us know for upcoming 72 hours for pile 1. What can they expect for the upcoming 72 hours? I don't know, but I'm gonna do one more. I don't know why, but I want to do one more, but they're like, no. It's not. It's not. But I will take this one. Because I want it. They'll be like, no. You may want, but it's not. But I will keep that one in mind though. Let's see. Because I do not take my cards in reverse. So I have to then look. Okay. Underneath the deck you have my beach, the Queen of Swords. Persistent. So yeah, let's see. You have the Hanged Man together with the 10 of Cups. You also have the Empress. Ooh, things looking good for you, honey. The Empress together with the Knight of Wands. And the one that I had to have, the Hanged Man. So I'm gonna do for every pile 5, unless the card says different. But yeah, so what I'm getting for you, first of all, I want to mention you have 3 higher arcana. Okay, one was persistent. Okay, this one. I don't know, but I'm keep that in mind. It's something of persistent because I wanted to, and maybe that is the thing for you in the upcoming 7 months, because normally I will always go as if I feel that I must do. So I don't know why I was so persistent. So I'm really getting also, it is my birthday card, the Hanged Man. But fun fact. But yeah, the Hanged Man is giving me looking at something in a different perspective. Like, this is the woods. If you look at it like that, you can see it is the woods and all of that. But you need to look at things in a different way. Like the Hanged Man always say, there is something of look at things different. Now I must say, you have the Hermit, the Empress, giving the energy of Virgo together with Taurus and Libra. This is something that gives me, if you go for the upcoming 72 hours, go for your passion, your drive, the thing that makes you happy. If you just look at things different, if your mind is telling you, no, you cannot do this, or your mind is trying to change how you vision your life to be, believe in the, I don't know why, but I'm getting Alice in Wonderland. That's the Hanged Man is giving me that. Believe in the wonders, believe in the mystery, believe in the fantasy. That is really what I'm getting. Just believe in the fantasy. I don't know, but I'm really getting Alice in Wonderland. And I don't know why, but there is something of magical mystery, and it's only for you. Because that's the same thing with Alice in Wonderland. It was only for her. For other people, it was like, oh, you were just sleeping and now you had a dream. And I don't know, but that word, I had a dream, really popped out as like big. So it's really given me that it is really about a fantasy, a wish, a dream of yours. For some of you, this wishes dream has something to do with your community, because I have a dream is linking me back to now shame on me that I forgot his name, Martin Luther King. Yeah, Martin Luther King. But yeah, I believe so. Martin Luther King, right? I believe so. I don't know why I'm doubting it, but it is. I believe so. Me, Caribbean. But yeah, I believe so. So yeah, Martin Luther King. I don't know why, but it is Martin Luther King. But why am I continue doubting it? Because I'm saying his name and his face pop up. So it is him. But why am I doubting it? Oh my God, your cards is really tricky, because it's giving me, you need to be persistent. And if you doubt something, because while I'm reading, I'm listening to the energy, the feelings that I'm getting and all of that, because I know if something is from me, myself, my human being, or it is a message kind of a way. And if you are long enough with me, then you can see the cards always falls, as I mentioned. You see the magic while I do my readings. So I never mention it. It's the first time that I mention it. But if you are familiar with my channel, you can see things happening, and if you listen to the message, you see the situation happening. It's often like that, and I'll be like, I'm not gonna say it. If they see it, they see it, But yeah, that is why I know this is something of you are going to doubt whatever this situation is in the upcoming 72 hours. But your guys, your spiritual team is saying, listen, You have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have all the things that needs. Only thing you need to do is move forward with it. Take action. Go passionately, as the Knight of Wands is saying. Go passionately forward. Do not doubt. Do not doubt it. You might be thinking, no, I'm just dreaming. No, it's just a fantasy. No, it isn't true. Like, see it in a different way. Put yourself in a different, be persistent as with this card, and see yourself in a different world, kind of a way. If you are in a magical world and all your wishes and desire can come true, what is holding you back? And everything you imagine is going to pop up as in the real world, but then in a different form. Go with me, because I'm really getting this and I don't know why, but go with me. Because what I'm seeing is you are in a magical world and you be like, okay, I can fantasize everything that I want. Oh, wait a minute, I'm doing this now. So a knight is coming and it's going to chop my head, or a villain must be in a fantasy. So there is a villain coming towards me. Guess what? That villain is also coming to your 3D world, but then that villain is in another form. It might be that you have to suddenly pay a bill, or it might be that you are suddenly stuck in something. So really, for the upcoming next 72 hours, what will you visualize? And what will you do if all your fantasies, if all your wishes and desire can come true, manifest itself? Because you are planting seeds right now. And if you are here on this reading, the moment I'm posting this, that is on the 26th of September, then we are in between the cycle of a lunar eclipse and a solar eclipse, because the solar eclipse is going to happen beginning of the October month. So we are in a period where it's very strange energy what is happening, but it's an energy that is kind of tricky also. So it's up to you. What are you going to do with the head and the tail? What are you going to do with this dragon? Okay. Now let's see what it is that you need to know more when it comes to your upcoming 72 hours. Oh, look at that. We're going to talk about it. First, let me shuffle one more. Thank you. Child, I'm telling you, what are you going to do in the session? And do you know why I'm saying look at that? Because the Queen of Swords came back as the thinking woman, Also, I do hope, because I asked for it not to do it, but you never know. I do hope that my phone continue recording, because the last few days it's getting overheated because of an update that it had. It's getting overheated constantly. So I do wish it doesn't, because it's very tiring what's happening. But go back to you. You have the Magician. Honey, as we've been talking about it, you can manifest and create everything that you want, but you need to be like my bitch, the Queen of Swords, okay? Very strategic, very demure, very knowing whatever action you take, however you rule your swords, it's a reflection also back to you, because the swords have two sides, So whatever action you take, whatever thing you do, what is the karma you wish that comes back to you? Okay, very important that you understand that, because there is definitely a manifestation that will happen because of the action that you are creating. And that is why maybe you also have the Hermit here on the table, because it's giving me like it's better for you to actually be not you can be alone, but even if you are with people, do not tell your plans. Do not keep things to yourself. Hold things to yourself, especially things that makes you happy. Do not tell them. And for some of you, I don't know, but it's really giving me like your family. Protect your family. Protect yourself, protect the feminine energy. Because if you look at the 10 of Cups, the Empress, it's giving the energy of a feminine. And a feminine, the Queen of Swords, can defend herself and her home. But looking at the Knight of Wands, very passionately moving forward. What kind of a passion is coming towards you, or are you putting out there? Because I'm really seeing that if you are in a protective mode, you need to see yourself as not the masculine energy. The masculine energy needs to protect the feminine energy. So this, and just go with me on this one, because this feminine energy wants to create, wants to bring forward, wants to plant the seed and nurture it, take care of it, that you've been thinking, the fantasy, the wish, the thing that you want. Now, you then, as the human vessel, because your spirit wants to plant the seed, you are in your feminine energy, and that is why you need to be in a balanced energy of yin and yang. Because if you then that's wrong to say. It's wrong to say, but just go with me. If you open up to everyone to screw you over in your plans idea, you are open up. You are leaving your queen, okay, your queen, as in your feminine energy, open for other people to come in or ruin your land, ruin your seed, ruin your plan. So that's a metaphor what I'm talking about, okay? It can be also literally that you need to protect where you are vulnerable. Just like a chessboard, the queen is the most vulnerable. The queen is the most precious thing on the board, and it's something that you need to protect. Okay, so whatever wish you have, dream you have, seed you want to plant, protect it from other people's energy is what I'm trying to say. If it is literally your partner, your feminine energy in your life, okay, that can be whomever or whatever of feminine energy that is, for you need to then, as a masculine, protect it against other people that wants to come in and ruin it for you. If it is your child, if it is your lady, your husband, your creative endeavor, or your business idea, whatever it is, protect it. Okay, do not go and tell other people about your seed that you have been planted. Keep it to yourself. Okay, that is you and your imagination world, you and your manifestation, you and your strategy, your plan, your thing that you want to move forward with. So you have faith in your dreams. Okay, we've been talking about it. So have faith in your dreams, as we said with the Hanged Man. Like, really believe in whatever this is. So you have wholeness and happiness. Okay, and so what I'm getting for you, looking at happiness, is giving also the Gemini energy. Communicate with your guides, your spiritual team, the people that are in this idea with you. And keep in mind, I'm not talking about, okay, but this is for my whole family. Your whole family needs to be on board with this situation right here. Your whole family, like, for example, your business partner knows about a certain idea, till so far about the certain idea that you want to move forward. So communication is happiness. Exactly. Communication is happiness in your situation, because if you express yourself towards the people or the person that you is on board with this idea, this plan, you can move step by step. Don't tell your whole plan, though. That is for some people. You don't tell your whole plan. You just sprinkle a little, and you are moving step by step forward with the people that are coming into your line of energy to move you forward. Okay, everything is like coming together is what I'm seeing with a wholeness. It's giving me also community, Aquarius energy. So it's giving me like things will be okay. It's like full circle. It's like it's giving that this situation is definitely going to succeed. definitely have to transform yourself in this tangible world, this world that where you can feel, you can touch things. If even though it was a vision, a dream, or something you cannot touch, you cannot sense, you just know. And now it will represent himself as tangible. It's reality. It is there. You can see it. So let's see. But you need to go for it though. You do need to go forward with it. Do not, and forward with it as in, as I said, with the Hanged Man, the fantasy world. Take it as walking in your fantasy world and move forward with it, with whatever you are wanting, and it will happen in your life, okay? Because you have free will and other people have free will. You can imagine stuff for other people, okay? Wait a minute. This one, I want to show you guys this one, but it fell. You have success also underneath this deck. So yeah, you can imagine stuff for other people, and wanting other people in your plan, but that is something of what you want in your vision, in your world. And of course you can visualize that with a certain person, but if that person has its own vision, its own path, then it's a tough thing. So really think how you are creating your world is what I'm getting. Think about it. Oh, you do have the citrine. I want to take this one also. Oh, change underneath the deck. So let's see. Why does it? Okay, because I do not wanna. Okay, so these are your advice cards, my love, for the upcoming 72 hours, what you can expect. So you have a main man, you also have journey, you have marriage, and you have the coffin. Okay, I'm trying to put it nice. You also have family wishes come true. You have plenty of material things, and you also have a period of ill health and depression. Now, for your advice card, what you guys' spiritual team is saying, there is definitely for you ending and a beginning, an ending and a new beginning. But how your new beginning will be, that's the journey you will take. That's the thing that I was talking about your fantasy world. Keep in mind, if you fantasy a villain in your story, there must come a villain in your reality. So really, listen, we cannot live on only good stuff, okay? Bad stuff must also happen. But if your outside world, this 3D world, is already bad, then in your fantasy world, do you wish to have that also? It is the change, looking at the coffin together with Pluto, the change of your reality. And of course, things must be bad for you to see, like, okay, this is not what I want this. Now that you know what you want, visualize that in your fantasy world. I don't know, but partnership is an advice that you guys, your spiritual team, is really on. There is a partnership happening. If it is a love, if it is family, if it is business or friendship, there is a commitment going to happen. And in this commitment, you need to, especially if it is business, you need to look at it as, is this going where I want to go? Does the papers match with my wish, desire in the future? And also there is a main male being present in the upcoming 72 hours for you. So I don't know what he is coming to do, but guess what? He's there. And also for the advice card, you guys, the spiritual team is saying a family wish is going to come true for you. You will have plenty of material things and stuff, but honey, you also need to take care of your health. Okay, you need to take care of your health, especially if you are in a stressful period right now. Like, stress is the thing that brings illness, y'all. So take care of your health, especially if you have a depression. We are going into winter season. Start from now on, depending on which part of the world you are on. For some people the summer is starting, and for some people it's winter time. So really take care of your health. If you are going into the part that you are in winter time, then you know that the dark days are longer than the days where there is sun. Go to your your drugstore. I don't know. Go to your doctor and ask for vitamin D, y'all. Start taking your vitamin D so that you do not get the winter depression. Okay. Start from now and taking it the whole winter time. Okay. Take your vitamin D if you are not allergic to it. I believe no. Yeah. Go see a doctor. Okay, I'm not a doctor, but take your vitamins, take your minerals. Take good care of your health, and take time, walk in nature, take time for yourself, and release. Okay, and let me tell you something. Telling you the truth about sometimes if we have troubles, we focus on it, and that's the thing that will pop out as big. As I was saying, like I have a dream was popping out big in my vision, and if we have troubles as money problems, this problem, that problem, whatever problem, that is the thing that will pop up, because that's the thing. You wake up, you think of it. You go to sleep, you think of it. If you just can change your perspective, looking at the Hanged Man, it's a difficult thing to say, especially if you look every time at something and it reminds you of your problem, but let's live for the upcoming 72 hours. Live in a fantasy world, and that your problem do not exist. Your problem exists. We are not going to do as if it doesn't. But if it is a problem that you cannot fix tomorrow, then why worry about it the whole day till tomorrow? So let's, for the upcoming 72 hours, fantasize something of a world that you want to see, and go to sleep. It's very important. Before you go to sleep, you lay down and you just visualize yourself in that world. Before you go in that sleep, that REM sleep kind of a thing, visualize yourself in that world. You wake up and then say thank you. Thank you for whatever that you have visualized, and that is the thing that will come to you, and go move forward and in gratitude, and only seeing the things that you want to see. Do you want a car? Focus on the cars that you want. Do you want this? Focus on the thing that you want. If you want money, focus on the money that you want. So but not let go of it though. Do not be obsessive with it. The way that you manifest. The magician and the mirror. So whatever you want to see, that is what reflects back to you. Okay, so that's it for your reading, my love. If you are still with me and you want to claim this reading, put up flowers. Okay, bouquet of flowers. That's that's another message. I want to end this reading, but I'm getting like flowers. Okay, put bouquet of flowers that is represent of being in gratitude in the moment, because things live, things dies, but you need to be in the moment, enjoy the beauty of the moment of that rose. A rose live longer if you leave it instead of cutting it and put it in a vase for decor in your home. It has then a temporary short of life. I don't know why I had to say that, but yeah, that is the thing. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy things as it is. That being said, I love you. Don't forget to like the video, because you are helping me out. If you wish to help me out with my YouTube journey, you can do it in two ways: by liking my video, subscribe to my channel, and comment if you wish to comment, or put emojis. But if you be like, I want to financially also help you, then you can join me on my Patreon, or you can send I don't know how it's called, but you can send something a gift, something, I don't know, but you can also become a YouTube member. That being said, I will see you, honey. Thank you for being here. I will see you on another part or another reading of mine. Bye bye. So, Pal 2, you have chosen the Cozy Witch Tarot together with the Argonite as your crystal. Let's take a look. Let's see when it comes to the upcoming 72 hours. What can you expect? What is in store for you? I ask my guides, your guides, all that has the best interest for some to none, to let us know for Pile 2, what can they expect in the upcoming 72 hours? Ooh, I will take this one. And I will take these. But I will not take these. And also, I will not take these cards in reverse. So you know. Okay. Let's see. 2 more, please. There is something happened suddenly, though. Looking at how your cards just fell, it's giving me that kind of vibe, like something is coming like boom out of nowhere. This is it. This is too much. Okay. Underneath the deck you have the Page of Swords. Let's see. Let me put it like so. Oh, this is too much, but okay, guess what, you need it. So you have the Emperor. With being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility, together with the 6 of Swords all on board, which it's time to write a new chapter. You also have the 3 of Pentacles with what's the saying, teamwork makes the spell work. How cute. Also you have a good luck charm. If nothing seems to be going your way, cast a spell. I do believe that is the Star. And also you have Ace of Cups. Do you feel that in your heart? That's potential, dear. Together with the King of Cups, romanticize the present moment every chance you get. Okay. I had to go check the good luck charm is the Wheel of Fortune. So not the Star card, but the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, what I'm getting for you, my love, when it comes to the next upcoming 72 hours is looking good. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking nice. But it's actually asking of you, though, to kind of like bet on yourself, looking at the good luck charm. And I don't know if you already have these people around you or they are coming, but there is something of people helping you to get where you need to go. But you need to take charge. And it's only you, though. If I look at the Emperor, because the Emperor is the Aries sign, and it's like, I am. Who are you? What do you want? Your cup is overflowing. Where do you want to go? What action do you want to take? It's all possible, and it's all because of something of, I want this for myself. For some of you, it's a realization of you deserve better. I really see that you are going to bet on yourself, because wherever you are now in life, you be like, I deserve better. And 2 people or 1 people, but the people in your surrounding, there are people that be like, yes, and we are going together. We are going to do this. They are going to help you. They are working together with you, because it's like you be like, you know what? Why am I holding myself back? Why am I, continue waiting, or I don't know what it is, but it's something of, why do I not want better for myself? Why am I not betting on myself, going for who I am, what I want, getting away from whatever situation that isn't making you happy? I'm really getting that you are not in a fed up position, but more as in fed up with yourself. I don't know why, but that is what I'm getting. Like, you can be fed up with other people because they cannot aid you, they don't aid you, they don't help you, but that's that, And then you be like, okay, I'm not going to do it myself then. I will do it. And you will do it then for other people. Okay, I will do this. Okay, I will do that. But if you are fed up with yourself, you are fed up of you letting other people or other situation or you having the lack mentality of helping yourself. That is why the emperor is here, because the emperor speaks of I am this person. I want to be this, so I'm going to get that. I am who I am. I'm going to bet on myself. I don't know, but this one continue. Oh, yin and yang. But yeah, but betting on yourself is really be like, okay, this is a one time. Let me do me. Go to you. This upcoming 72 hours, go to you. And I do see for some of you, you might go on a travel, looking at the Six of Swords, a weekend getaway. Maybe you're going to do that solo. Be like, you know what, deuces, I'm going to go do a weekend getaway. The thing that I love, feeling love energy. Maybe you're going to do that with friends, that you be like, you know what, we are going together on a weekend getaway. But there is something of, I need this, I'm gonna do this, deuces. For me, kind of a vibe, okay? Not for me, but for yourself. So, getting connection. So you have the hostile together with the first chakra archangel Michael. I do think, looking at the hostile card, maybe there is something happening where you are at, that you now really is fed up with the situation, and you be like, you know what, I'ma go. This doesn't. I want to say it in Dutch, but it's not the thing. This doesn't make sense, kind of a way. Like, this doesn't make sense. Why am I keeping doing this? You know? So I'm going to go. With the first chakra, Archangel Michael is giving me that really this is a trauma situation happening in your life, because the first chakra is where we put all our trauma, where we need to work on. You know, it's something that if it's continue happening, it's because you need to look at yourself like, hey, as I said, bet on yourself. Like, change when you are fed up with why you are this way, or why you are taking this ish, why you are continue doing something more than, you know, then you be like, okay, I need to fix this. And you need to work on it, because I really see for some of you, this situation right here is giving that, like, you are very caring, very loving, looking at the King of Cups together with the Ace of Cups, very caring, very loving, but you are overgiving yourself, and you know that you are overgiving yourself in situation that doesn't want the best for you. Looking at the hostile, you know, you have the patience for other people, but they do not have the patience for you, or because of your kindness, people are taking advantage of you. And that is why, you know, till so far you can let something go, and you need to ask yourself, why are you actually sabotaging yourself? Because you are the one accepting that those people continue, you know, doing you like that. And once that realization happen, you can then work on that trauma. Why is it that I continue accepting those kind of people in my life? Why is it that I continue wanting to fix people that I see they need to fix themselves? You know, people that are actually seeing my kindness and taking use of my kindness. So that question relies within you. What happened that you are too much in, I need to stay kind, I need to say, you know, you need to figure that one out, because not everybody has the same heart, that same kindness as that you have. And you have realized that, looking at your kindness and the hostile, you realize that people are like that. And you know what, I was getting this message, and I was like, this is a Taurinian kind of a person. Not to say that every one of you is Taurinian, but it's giving that energy. Taurus people, Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or if you have important planet, like for example, maybe you are a Aquarius energy, and you have Saturn in Taurus, like that is your Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn, okay, but that is your ascendant planet ruler being in another sign is very important, because you are actually, becoming a kind of a, it has something to do with it also. But I'm getting that because Taurus people have patience, honey. They have love. And they really, they be like, okay, I'ma take it. I'll be kind. I'll be cute. But when they done. They done. You don't even know that they are done. Because you think, oh, I can yet still go over. Me cackling in Taurinian energy. No, you can't. Okay, no. Over is done. Done is done. Okay, so it's time to release negativity. Together with your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, to both of them. Now, funny enough, Taurus, the opposite sign of Taurus is Scorpio. And you have full moon in Scorpio, full moon in Taurus. So, honey, as we've been talking about your reading, there is something that you need to let go. And you know what it is. That negativity, looking at the hostile, okay, that toxicity, that envy, that people wanting back, because the Scorpio jealousy, Scorpio is a sign that has a bottomless pit, but also in there is mystical people, but there is also people that are not nice people, people that do harms to other people, because it's the dark house. That is why Scorpio, they say Scorpio is people that they sense the people. I find Scorpio, because let me tell you something, okay? In tropical astrology, I am a Scorpio ascendant, and I am a Taurus sun in tropical, but I do not go by that. In tropical, I am, okay? But I'm not telling you because of that. But I know that this is the mystery house. That is also that Pluto energy and the darkness. And not everybody dares to go in darkness. You often see Scorpion people, are the ones that dare to do stuff that other people find scary to do, because they are used to the darkness. They know, Scorpio people like, okay, may have not fantasy, but they are okay with mysteries and people dying and why they die. They are interested in things that not normal people. Some people be like, why did you go so dark? What is happening? Why are you interested in those things? And it's weird for those people, but for them it's like it belongs in life. That is the darkness of the 8th house. 8th house is also where people are hiding stuff, but Scorpion people can let it come to light. I don't know, but going back to your next upcoming 72 hours is giving the energy of whatever of darkness, mystery, people, your enemies, because you can come to figure out who your enemies is with 8th house. So whatever enemies there is, release those people. Don't be kind with people that doesn't want good for you. And also with whatever wish your dream you have, plan ahead, move forward, okay? The finance may come your way, because Taurinian is also the house of your coins, your money. And looking at the 8th house is also the house where you get extra income. It's the 8th house is your in-laws. 8th house is also, when somebody die, you get money. How do you call that? And it's also the house that says like government is just going to give you money. There is something of, out of the blue, poof, here it is. And it has to do with, because the 2nd house is your close family, the 8th house is your in-laws, the people you are marrying into. I don't know why I have to go so deep with you with astrology, but going back to your reading for the upcoming 72 hours, it's looking good, but you really need to get rid of people and situation that isn't for you. I don't know, but you need to. You have leadership together with healing. Definitely something you need. Once again, you have an Aries energy coming out together with Libra. And once again, I don't know what's going on with you, but for the upcoming 72 hours, it's very important for you to actually look at your opposites. I don't know what sign you are, but look at the opposite, because the opposite has the answer for you. Why do I say that? Because you have with the leadership Libra, but you also have Gemini. You have Libra. Libra is the opposite of Aries sign. There is something that the opposite sign can teach you. So look where Libra is in your chart. And oh my God, this is funny. Okay, I'm gonna go tell you guys also once again a secret. I told you about me being this, but in tropical I am this. I am this too, actually. Funny, but yeah, that is what I want to say. But back to you. This situation for the upcoming 72 hours. Healing is definitely important. We've been talking about it. Knowing what you want is important. Which partnership you are entering. Who is your partnership? What do you want in a partnership? Communication is happening. But all of that, you need to do it in a place where instead of doing what you normally do out of trauma, do it out of what you really want without trauma. If you are, because this is giving me the energy of you're taking lots of action you've been taking is because of fear and trauma response. This upcoming 72 hours and the rest of your life, do not do that like that. Do it because it is the thing that you really want. If somebody is showing you not kindness, negativity, release. Go to people that are showing you kindness and, are opening up, have beautiful heart. Do not continue struggling along with people that they are actually enjoying your kindness, Meanwhile, you are not getting that from them. Let me put the battery, y'all. Ooh, sudden wealth. But yeah, one moment. So yeah, I'm back. But yeah, as I said, bet on yourself and go where you are wanted instead of people taking advantage of you. Let's take a look at some advice card. What can you expect when it comes to this upcoming 72 hours? Wealthy man underneath the deck. Look at that. And the lovers. But yeah, that's underneath the deck. So let's see what it is that you need to know. The advice for the upcoming 72 hours. Let's see. Okay, so for your advice cards, you have unexpected income, you also have main female, and you have justification. Okay, now what I'm getting with that is, as we've been talking about, I don't know, but the Wheel of Fortune continues showing you there is something to win. And I am not a person that will tell you to go, to the casino or go do lottery or something. But if you are that kind of a person that does that, go ahead and do it. Maybe you have luck. I don't know, because I don't know. Listen, I come from a family that the one doesn't really do that, and the other side of my family is that. So it's like I don't know, but my luck when it comes to my father's side, when it comes with lottery and stuff, he be winning. But when it comes to the mother side, it's like, no, honey, no. so yeah, I am in the middle. I'll be like, do what you want, but I don't know. If you are doing that, go ahead. Let me know down below. Are you somebody that often wins when you are playing lottery games and gambling and stuff? Or are you the one that says like, no, No, that luck needs to, that wind of luck needs to come my way yet still. But you are lucky in different places. There is more holding on, or you are not lucky at all. Let me know down below. Which one are you? Are you losing money or are you winning money? Okay, are you money just popping up, or is money not even come in your how do you call it, in your surrounding, in your atmosphere? Let me know. But for you, my love, you have, when it comes to the advice that your guys, your spiritual team is giving you, there is an unexpected income coming. We've been talking about it. And not only that, I don't know, but have I told you to look at papers and stuff? But there is something where another person might be the one in charge of whatever is going to happen for you in the upcoming 72 hours. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to this kind of a situation where another person is in charge of your destiny kind of a way, I always say play checkers. You know why? You need to play a kind of a role of damn it, I want to say toneelstuk, but it's not. That's Dutch, honey. Toneelstuk. When you go to a musical, but not a musical, but yeah, that kind of a, honey, I will write it here somewhere for you what it means. But toneelstuk, you have to kind of like act like that, put your best foot forward. And I'm talking about toneelstuk, meaning whatever that is that it means here. What I mean to say with that is that often when it comes to hearings and stuff, it is the one that can sell their way the best is what is going to win. Often it's not about and the evidence that they have, because often it's like convince the juror, convince them that you are innocent. You are deserving of whatever that it is that you want. So you need to convince another person with evidence that you have, with the motive that you had, with whatever that it is, why that is the thing that you need. And I don't know who this person is that is asking that of you, but you need to convince another person in this upcoming 72 hours. Convince them that you are worthy of whatever it is, because they are the one that is going to judge you, okay, in whatever this situation is, if you are deserving of it, yes or no. And if that is what you find worthy, it might also be that people are wanting to convince you, and you need to be as a judge or as the person that needs to make a choice of, okay, you have trying to convince me, but the evidence show different. So for example, if this is an ex-person of yours coming, but I am good for you, I want you back, and you be like, honey, in the last 10,000 years, you've been singing that song the whole time, but I have not seen nothing of it. And I was the one, like a Taurinian or the first chakra, I was the one that constantly had to aid to whatever the situation is. But now you don't. You need to release the negativity. So listen to what they are saying, but look at the evidence. Have they shown you that though? Have they? Okay, so that's the advice that your guys' spiritual team is giving you. Also, there is a main female in this situation, and I don't know, but in the first pile it was the main man, and now you have a main female. So if you have chosen both of them, guess what? And both of them has good energy. So maybe you felt drawn to pile 1, but there is something of a main female for you in the upcoming 72 hours. You also have romance is in the air as your advice card, together with take care or there will be loss of material wealth. You also have tortoise. You have slowly but surely getting ahead, together with you should accept valid criticism. With a valid criticism, I do think that somebody else is going to judge over your life, say what they need to say about whatever situation. Okay, so listen what they need to say, and really take those criticism, because even though it sometimes feel as if, sometimes people give us a criticism and it's like, they don't understand why that happened. But actually, if you listen to them, they actually are giving you points of, okay, maybe I can do better in that kind of way. You don't have to take all criticism, but you need to listen to them, even though sometimes they are doing it just to doing it, But yeah, also take care of whatever this is, because you might have material loss, material, take care, or there will be a loss of material wealth. So be aware. I do think for you guys, there is some kind of a struggle when it comes to the one things, and that can be whatever of material that is. But looking also, you do have Scorpio, and I was talking about income and money and stuff, and unaccepted income, but there is something of somebody doesn't wish that for you. So be aware of that. You guys have somebody looking at you. I don't know, but there is some kind of an energy that do not wish for you to have it, and you need to convince them, or you need to kind of like let them see, no, I am deserving of this. Okay, so be aware of that. Go ahead and take what is yours. Now we do have the rose. So if you no, not the rose, because only a rose. Okay, only a rose, because the other part also had a flower. So put up a rose or a shark. That will let me know you will claim this reading. And I will see you in another part or another reading of mine. Don't forget to like this video, because with your like, you are letting YouTube know that I am doing something over here where they then will push me out to a bigger crowd. I'm thankful if you can help me out in that kind of a way. Also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in another reading of mine. Bye-bye. So, pile 3, you have chosen the Secret Bee, the Journey of the Secret Bee Tarot, together with the green tourmaline as your pile. Let's take a look. Let's see for the upcoming 72 hours. What can you expect? I ask my guides, your guides, all that has the best interest for us, Hamtunan, to let us know for the upcoming 72 hours. For pile 3, what can they expect? May I say, I feel a very nice, kind energy. An energy of wishing other people to be greater. I like that. Thank you. I thank you for that energy. I don't know why, but I feel warm. I was like, oh, thank you. I don't know. But yeah, you have the 8 of disc underneath the deck, and I will not take these cards in reverse, and I'm saying thank you, because the energy is giving the energy of, oh, I like what you are doing. And I'm not saying that you are thinking it of me, but because you had that energy, someone had that energy of, oh, nice, I felt that. It's like, oh, I enjoy that energy. I like it. Thank you. So yeah, you have the Magician, you have the Emperor, you have the 2 of Wands, you have the Journey, and you also have the 8 of Swords with interference. Now, you might feel drawn to another pile. Go check that one out. If you feel drawn to it, it might explain more of this reading. But I'm going to tell you, for all the piles, actually, there is some kind of a new happening. And each of them, for the upcoming 72 hours, has the energy of, what are you going to do with this new? How are you going to handle this? And for you, funny enough, I don't know on who you are waiting for this upcoming 72 hours, but your mind is stuck. Your mind is waiting on something or someone. But you guys, your spiritual team is saying, honey, You don't need to wait. You are the magician in your life. You are the emperor in your life. You are the one that is starting a new journey with the fool. Okay? So it's up to you how you are going to create this new journey in your life. Don't stay stuck because of the waiting on another person, or stay stuck because you are used to an old way. Oh, things need to go in this way for it to succeed. No, there are many paths to Rome, is what I'm getting. There are many paths to Rome. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. Okay, the Aries plays a role in your reading, the Aries sign. Mars, definitely, because you have here the Emperor, that's the Aries sign. You have the Two of Wands with Mars and Aries. So Mars is the ruler of Aries, and you also have Jupiter in Gemini. I don't know, but it might be a partner of an education. There is something of, I'm used to doing it like this, so it must go like this. Like, be an adventurer, be the one that takes in the knowledge and wisdom. And you can find knowledge and wisdom everywhere. You do not have to go by a certain rules of, you know what I'm getting, like, you know, when somebody tell you like, oh, if you have you finish this, because I'm getting the bar, like a bar. Not a bar as in drinking, no, England, Scotland, no. Caribbeans, not the bar, not that bar. No, I'm seeing the bar as in America. They say if you go to do judge and something, you have to do your bar. I don't know, but that I'm not familiar with that, so I'm getting it and I will say it, but I cannot go further on it. But somebody maybe is getting their bar exam or something like that, and you succeed, and in that exam, and if it's your bar or whatever exam that you have done, you have succeeded, you have your diploma and stuff, then you think, oh, you need to go according to whatever corporate job you have, and you need to go like this, you need to go do this, you do to go do that, because of the papers that you are having, the diploma that you are having. Meanwhile, you guys, your spiritual team is saying, honey, we can do a curveball and do something different than that. It doesn't mean because you have this title, that is the title, that is the thing that will remain, or that is the way you should do it. You need to go to a corporate office, and you need to apply to the job that you want, and once you get in, you are then a lawyer, or you are then a doctor, or you are then. Meanwhile, you guys, your spiritual team saying you are waiting on somebody to give you approval, but you can also bet on yourself. Now this one is only if you have the coins for it, but some of you can maybe start your own law firm or your own thing, you know, that kind of a vibe. But you can also be like, no, I have this paperwork. Instead of working at that bakery, I'm gonna go to the bank and go for my own bakery. I'm going to do my own business. So that is really what I'm getting. Like, you do not have to stay stuck with this is how it goes. You know, that's the thing, that there is some kind of a rule that you are keeping yourself on, but you can do it different also. Like, we humans are in a system, and the system is teaching you from small of on that you need to apply and go by the system. And nowadays, lots of people is going by their craft, whatever that it is that they like to do. And that is the thing that but it's in contrast with the system, because your mind is constantly be like, oh no, but this is not the way it should go, this is not how they taught me, this is not how this. Meanwhile, let me give you an example. The old people be like, oh, you need to work hard for your coins. Meanwhile, Johnny is in his room 24/7 gaming and has gained 8 million something because of gaming, you know. So Johnny be like, okay, I didn't work hard for it, I was just doing the thing that I love. And keep in mind, you do have the 8 of disc underneath your deck. So I'm really getting like there is something of what you like and love. You can do it different. There is something of you being the magician in your own life, but yet still being stuck because of it's not how you normally do stuff, So I don't know what you are going to do for the upcoming 72 hours, but it's giving me the energy of playing outside of the box. And there's nothing wrong with that for Chakra Archangel Raphael. Whatever your wish desire is. Ooh, let's play outside of the box. I like when I shuffle on camera because then you can see how the magic's happening. I need to check if the camera's yet still rolling. But you have the garden and the gate together with the door to personal healing. Now, here's the thing. Lots of times we are afraid to, if we are comfortable where we are at, looking at the garden and the gate, you have everything you desire, everything you need. We are often afraid to look what is beyond that hill, what is the calling that my heart is having, and can I reach that? Can I go there? Your guys, your spiritual team is saying yes, you can. You do not have to constantly play it safe, and you will see that if you do that, it will actually heal you from within, whatever that is, because that's the calling that is calling you. Often we think like that's sage on my hand, but often we think that because let's just give you an example. If you go to your work, your 9 to 7 job, your job, for sure at the end of the month, this is the money that comes to me. With this money, I can pay my bills. The security blanket is there, So, but your heart is calling you to go and start a bakery business, or your heart is calling you to go do musical or something like that. There is something of your heart is calling you to do something that you like and love, okay? And you can get whatever that you need out of it. You can do it. Do not, you start, let's be smart though. You start first by doing it next to your job, building your money up so that when you take that leap, because you do have the journey, when you take that leap, you can then, be secure of, okay, I'm doing it. And then the fact is that it will actually make you feel better because you are not depending anymore or, on another system. So I don't know, but there is something of a security blanket with you in the upcoming 72 hours. Dare to do something that is unfamiliar to you. I don't know why, but I'm getting a sauna for some of you. Maybe you are going to a sauna, and for example, here in where I live in Europe, I don't know if it's all Europe. I live in the Netherlands. Europe has lots of countries, yeah, but I live in the Netherlands, and in the Netherlands, I believe in Germany they do it also, and in Belgium also. You have saunas, and there are days that everybody is naked in the sauna, and meaning men and women are walking among each other naked. Not in a separate room, no, together, naked, going into water and going out. And there are days that you may wear a bathing suit. I went on the bathing suit days, okay? So I'm not a prude, but is that a prude? Is that a correct word? But I'm not, But I'm like, honey, I don't need to see yours. You don't need to see mine. Okay. So that kind of a vibe. But if that is the thing that you be like, oh, I want to enjoy a sauna. Maybe you want to go to a sauna, but it's the naked days and you don't mind that, but you are afraid, and because it's not in your comfort zone. Dare yourself to go on that new journey. There is something of new journey for you guys in this upcoming 72 hours, something that you want, and it's happening. You can create it, you can manifest it, but your mind is blocking you from going there, and you need to kind of like try to hush your mind. Okay, it's time to take action together, a time for healing. What is it? Because the new moon in Taurus, in Aries, is giving me the same Aries energy as the Two of Wands and the Emperor. And not only that, time for healing together with door to personal healing and happiness. Like, there is something for this this 72 hours want to come to you, is possible for you, but something is holding it back. Your mind is holding it back. Something is holding it back. Something is like, I don't know, I need somebody to hold my hand. And you guys, your spiritual team, be like, we are the one holding your hand. Okay, let's go. Let's manifest this situation, this new beginning. Stop being afraid of it. It's actually going to free you from whatever that is actually. It's okay. It's not where you want to be, but it's okay. That safety life. I'm getting once again, please. I'm getting predictable life. Okay. So you also have abundance and trust. Okay, look at that, Scorpio. And together with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, definitely abundance. We've been talking about Gemini and Jupiter. But the trust, definitely trust in your guys, your spiritual team. Trust in this magic. There is something beautiful happening for you beyond your security blanket, beyond your predictable situation. There is some kind of a goodness that wants to come to you, but you are mentally afraid of it, and your guys, your spiritual team, is saying, like, trust that this situation will be okay. Trust that they will catch you. Instead of having whatever security blanket that is, let your guys, your spiritual team, be your safety net, your security blanket, instead of staying where it is okay. So let's see. For the advice that your guys, your spiritual team, wants to give to you when it comes to your advice. Ooh, sudden wealth. I don't know, but the sudden wealth came for everybody and their mama. You have it underneath the deck. The other piles had it with getting money. The cards of getting money. So yeah. Let's see. I will not take the one that fell, but I will show you it. Let's see. Now, the one that fell is the casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. Now, I will not take this one, but the fact that it fell off the table, it's something of you are not accepting this end. Okay, you are not accepting it. Like, it's giving me that vibe, that energy, and that is why you are on a journey looking at the full. There is a new beginning that really definitely wants to be born in your environment, but you are kind of like holding it off, and I don't know why. But your advice, you have courtship, you have concern, and you have change. Now, your guys, your spiritual team, been telling you the whole time in this whole readings, no need to concern of whatever the situation is. Trust in them. Trust in the mystery. Trust in your spiritual team, your guides, your ancestors, the highest self, and the creator of all created. Trust that they got you, okay? And I don't know what your heart desire is for the upcoming 72 hours and beyond, but the 72 hours show them that you trust them by leaping, by going, by taking action. Okay, and see how they will open up the path, and it goes effortlessly. Now I know once it happens, you will be fearful because you are just going to do it as fun. Oh, let me just going to write that for that job, and suddenly you are going to get a call back. Yes, you can apply for the job. Oh, let me just go and apply for that college. You are getting in that college. Suddenly reality happens. Then you will sweat everything out of your body, because you'll be like, I was just joking. Yeah, let's continue joke on that journey. Okay, but you guys, your spiritual team is saying, do not concern about the situation. Go with them. There is definitely a change that they want to see within your situation, within whatever that is in your life, because they see there is potential of more for you. Okay. Then, looking at a courtship, you will have partner of business, love, friendship coming towards you that wants to collaborate with you, that's going to help you out on your journey, that's going to wish you well. So really trust the process. So for your other advice, God, you have pay attention to your work, together with vacation, together with keep your life in balance, and you also have dealing or relationship with a man. Now that will play a role for you. Okay, so really, I don't know who this man is, but listen to your guys, your spiritual team, if it is something that is for you, yes or no. Also, when it comes to your work, looking at the 8 of Pentacles, also pay attention to it, and maybe a vacation is here for you. And with a keep your life in balance, the exchange of ending and beginning, you are in the middle of it. If you become in the middle of it, do not freak out. Okay, do not, like, really breathe in, breathe out, and know that the release and starting new is something that happens every day in life. Okay, let me just show you an example, because this is an example that I'm getting. It's a weird example, but go with me. Like, you may have a loaf of bread. You buy that loaf of bread. The moment you end that bread, oh, you need to buy a new one. You see, that was the end of that loaf of bread. You bought a new one. And sometimes you be like, oh, let me just go for a whole wheat or whatever difference. Maybe you want buns instead of loaf. So you see how you change that easy from something that you are used to something new. So do not be afraid to try something new. Do not be afraid to end something and go for a new one. That's what your spiritual team wants you to know. Now, put up some fish or a kite, those fishy thingies. You have those emojis. You can put that up. That will let me know that you stick around with me till the end. If you cannot find it, you can also put some grapes for abundance. If you wish to have abundance, put up some grapes. Okay, my love. And I wish you a wonderful, beautiful upcoming 72 hours. Do not be afraid to leap. Do not be afraid to like my videos. But do not be afraid to comment on my videos. Do not be afraid to subscribe to my videos. And do not be afraid to see me on another video of mine. Bye-bye.